Released.
The provident fund
Has been released.
Yes, sir.
Now you are for the state.
My lord, I'm for the state, my lord. I'm for the state, your lordship.
You are for the petitioner. Provident fund has been
Has been
released.
yes.
Now being released.
My lord, only one thing, your lordship, on the
I'm the headmaster of the 65.
Please take your seat. Whether the school authority is represented.
I've served my lord.
Instruction.
my lord, we'll release it if, at a sufficient time your lordship thinks fit. Because my lord, I'll be very candid with your lordship. I could not obtain instructions, my
Why?
lord. I was not well, your lordship. So your lordship will kindly direct that we'll release the retirement benefits within a
Since
sufficient.
you are unwell. That's why today I will direct the DI to release in spite of certain deficiencies are there.
My lord, I don't want to
But
hold
we have
the.
objections my lord, with regard to.
Who are you?
But I am the Tomlu Central Cooperative Bank. My lord. So the petitioner is a borrower with our bank. My lord, under section 59 of the Cooperative Societies Act, my lord, drawing and disbursing of
There is a loan and loan has not been repaid till.
So my lord, we are entitled to, or the drawing and disbursing officer is also entitled.
That is the reason for non-payment of.
That I do not know, my lord. But we had no idea about this, my lord, all these matters. And
Whether the school is represented by any advocate.
no, my lord.
You are the headmaster. Come forward. You have not engaged any advocate.
No,
Why?
actually, pecuniary difficulties are there in my school. So
Yes.
pecuniary difficulty.
Pecuniary difficulty.
Yes, I want to say something about this.
Have you filed your vokalatnama?
No, sir.
This is not the office of the district inspector of schools that come and submit something. File your vokalatnama, complete the formality. Yes, what is the difficulty? Why their pension has not been released?
Actually, the matter related in the file is or are not all true. After assuming charge on 10th February 22, there was a process for making DSC, digital signature certificate. After that, I gave her notice on 5th April 2022. I am very painful in this case that after that very my staff, 3 persons already retired and got their time and
Incumbent was working in the post of assistant teacher.
Yes, yes.
What are those irregularities?
There are three without pay leave, 3 phases.
Three?
3 phases without pay leave, which is not mentioned in our service book. The leave taken by the incumbent, that is my staff, erstwhile staff, ex-assistant teacher, Gauri Ganguly. Her service book says that she has taken only 547 days leave. But as per attendance register, she enjoyed 746 days leave, which is not possible normally. And there are some leaves which are.
So before the retirement of the petitioner,
Yes.
on 31st October 2022,
Yes.
whether this was intimated to the petitioner.
Yes. Yes.
That the leave was has not been sanctioned.
Sanctioned, not sanctioned.
Leave has not been sanctioned.
Rather she time and again said that the erstwhile headmaster would do sufficient task in her service book.
So whether the service of the petitioner has been shown as whether due to non-sanctioning of leave, it was shown as break in service.
No.
No.
There is no breaking service.
The leave which was required to be adjusted or sanctioned pertaining to which period?
I know before me. That is before 10th.
When you have joined?
At 10th February.
When you have joined as headmaster?
10th February 2022. She was retired on
31st October 2022.
Yes.
So before you, this has happened.
Yes.
Therefore, the school raised certain objections regarding release of pensionary benefits.
Actually, she applied once in e-portal, as I ordered in pension book.
I am asking you with regard to sanctioning of leave, whether the school made certain adverse comments. Answer the queries of the court instead of making submission with regard to e-activities.
Yes.
Yes, answer the query of the court that whether the school made certain comments,
No.
adverse comments
I
for non-payment of pensionary benefits to the petitioner.
I made one adverse comment regarding LTA and DCRG option.
Yes,
DCRG and LTA, lifetime area.
that is reflected in the observation of the district inspector of schools.
If you see, Milord, in the commission, that even now, there is no signature of the incumbent in the LTA or in the DCRG.
So according to you, in DCRG and ITA or LTA? LTA. What is LTA? Leave travel,
Lifetime area.
life. This is not ITA, Mr. Shannal. LTA. LTA, life travel, lifetime area. Lifetime area.
Lifetime area.
So submission of DCRG and lifetime area papers, there are certain at certain places petitioner is required to put signature.
Yes.
Yes. And apart, if that signatures are obtained from the petitioner, then there will be no difficulty in releasing the return.
There will be no difficulty, but there are some irregularities in the service book. I think the erstwhile headmaster is lacking to take some dishonest means to submit her pensionary benefit.
Now, what steps you have taken against the erstwhile headmaster?
I have nothing to do.
Then why poor teacher after retirement will suffer for the misdeeds of erstwhile headmaster
Sir, it is-
if no contemporaneous steps were taken against the erstwhile headmaster?
Actually, the service book.
I could understand that a disciplinary proceeding was initiated against the erstwhile headmaster for failure to maintain the service records of the petitioner. That has not been done. So today petitioner has retired.
Yes.
So she should be allowed to get her benefits.
All right.
You may not be satisfied with the performance of the erstwhile headmaster, but for that, why the teacher, poor teacher will after retirement will
No,
suffer?
my lord, it is not like that.
It is not desirable. Yes. So this is not.
I am ashamed that my teacher same time at the same
That
time
should be the spirit.
at the same time.
Yes, you are the
I have-
headmaster. You are the head of the institution.
At the same time, I want that the service book provided by the incumbent, which is false and fabricated.
And now this cannot be done because if false and fabricated service book has been meant is the reason of misdeeds of the erstwhile headmaster. Today, why the petitioner will suffer for that?
How can I proceed with the service book, sir? Milord,
Very well,
how
Very
can
well, I am fixing a date before the concerned district
Let me
inspector of
also come
schools.
back with Milord.
Before the concerned district inspector of schools.
Yes, sir.
For removing the defects relating to the pension papers of the petitioner, and after that adjusting the loan amount if there be any, the final payment is to be made in favor of the petitioner.
But let the release of the loan amount be a specific direction from the court, Your Lordship.
That is statutory, Milord.
Cooperative, there is a cooperative loan standing in the name of the petitioner.
No, Tomlu Ghatal Central Cooperative.
That's different aspect.
No. Section 59 specifically states, well, before releasing everything, Milord, we are entitled to, if the Milord drawing and disbursing officer, that is the headmaster, fails to Milord deduct the loan amount from the incumbent salary or.
But you are entitled under the act to initiate a proceeding since the
That is
petitioner.
there. That is
Yes.
there. But Milord, if the money goes, Milord, it's a public money at all, Milord. Milord, the head of the department.
I thought that the school cooperative, there is a loan amount pending.
Kindly see once, Milord, section 59. Kindly see once, Milord.
There is a appeal provision. There is a provisions. There is a provisions relating to initiation of a
No,
proceeding.
no, there is no appeal provision. This is a clear cut, Milord. Even the Milord.
Who are you today?
But I am intervening.
What steps you have taken for being added as a party
But
respondent?
yesterday evening, Lord, I got the information. I am seeking leave of your lordships to be added as a party respondent by way of filing a formal.
I will grant you leave to take steps in accordance with law for recovery of the loan.
Before granting, Lord, before releasing all the dues, Lord, they should realize the loan amount and they should, the headmaster should pay it off to the bank. Otherwise, the headmaster will be personally liable. To pay
Apart
off-
from this, there is no provision for recovery.
Lord, there are provisions, but
Yes.
so far as the Lord, these the government employees or the employees are concerned, this is a special provision under section 59, where Lord, the cooperative bank should not be held in other litigations. That is a direct Lord option for a cooperative bank to get his loan back. Lord, may I just for a minute, if I losses can allow me to read it out.
I will permit you to recover by
But
initiating a
that is the
recovery
process.
process.
Like, this is the section 59 says that bank should get the loan amount from the drawing and disbursing officer itself before releasing the whatever the salary, wages, if he is on service, or if he is retired employee, before releasing his retail benefit. That should be paid off. But that is specifically stated over here. Apart from all other avenues. This is with regard to the government employees, and they have undertaken.
I'm not a government employee. Sorry.
The
I'm not a
teacher,
government
that is also drawing and disbursing officer.
I'm not a
He has undertaken, she has undertaken, she has made agreement with this. The
That's
power
another
authority has
aspect
given to us,
I have.
and the drawing and disbursing officer also given empowerment to deduct all this his loan amount with interest. May I just read once, if your lordship will be able to read it. But a member of a cooperative society may execute an agreement in favor of the cooperative society, providing that his employer or the drawing and disbursing officer, here the headmaster is the drawing and disbursing officer, where applicable, shall be competent to deduct from the salaries or wages and retiring gratuities or death gratuity payable to him by such employer or the drawing and disbursing officer, where applicable, such amount as may be specified in the agreement. That agreement has already been executed. I have sent it to the school. And to pay the amount to the cooperative society in satisfaction of the date or other demands of the cooperative society against the member. A copy of such agreement shall be furnished to the employer or the drawing and disbursing officer, where applicable. I have given to it. Upon the execution of the agreement under subsection 1, the employer, the drawing and disbursing officer, where applicable, shall, on the requisition of the cooperative society, we have made requisition, lordship, in writing, and for so long as the cooperative society does not intimate that the date or demand has fully paid, make the deduction in accordance with the agreement and pay the amount to the cooperative society within 15 days from the date
which
of
date it was due and payable?
Lord, we have written him, Lord,
From which
prior to his retirement, Lord.
from which date it was due and payable?
Agreement and date of-
Petitioner failed to pay the EMI. From which date?
But it was in 2013, 84 EMIs was allowed. That means 7 years since 2020.
What steps you did take when the
But we have
petitioner
intimated.
was in service?
But we have intimated him that you deduct the loan amount.
When the school authority did not deduct it, what steps you did take?
It was not under impression of the headmasters. It was not satisfying the cooperative bank that we are taking steps. But when the matter
For 10 years
comes
you
before the
waited.
lordship,
For 10 years he
for
waited.
10 years, it was due in
From 2013, you were saying.
the 2013 loan amount was granted. He was allowed for 7 years.
From which period he become defaulter?
But since 2021,
Since
last
2020.
he
So
paid.
from 2021 to 2023, when she was in service, what steps you did take?
But we have intimated the drawing and disbursing officer that you are liable under section 59 to deduct the loan amount and pay it up to the
And
cooperative.
when this was not done, then you are
But it was-
you are remediless under the act.
No, Millard, we can deduct it from the drawing and disbursing officer itself, Lord.
There is no other option.
There are, but this is very straight and clear-cut option, Lord, to save the public fund. Wherein, Millard, all the drawing and disbursing officer are directed, Millard, to take steps.
Your case is this, that there are certain in terms
No, zero.
that DCRG, death cum retirement gratuity, and
There was only one objection regarding LT and DCRT to fill it properly.
the certain at certain places signature of the petitioner is not there.
They are there.
Signature of the petitioner is not there.
This is the
Now these papers are lying with the DI. Now these papers are lying with
No, no.
where are the school authority?
No, school authority.
School authority.
But the incumbent sent it by post. But it is necessary to resubmit her pension application through e-portal, WB portal. This was not done till date. After returning it to the incumbent, this was not done even till date. Actually,
This is the total full form is area
lifetime area and death cum retirement gratuity, DCRG.
issue.
And the